Hey Roadrunners, welcome to the Connected Campus podcast, your inside look at how students, faculty, and staff stay connected right here at UTSA. I'm your host, Maddie Marroquin, and I'm so excited to kick off this episode with a story that really captures what it means to be part of the UTSA campus community. For those of you who are new to the podcast, my goal here is to share stories, insights, and resources that make campus life a little easier, more engaging, and more connected. We'll explore the people, programs, and tools that help students thrive, whether that's navigating student resources, finding jobs, joining organizations, or just figuring out where to grab a good cup of coffee between classes. In today's episode, I'm talking with Ivanna Ortiz, a sophomore here at UTSA who's making waves across campus. She's a marketing and communications intern at Campus Services and an active officer for LATSA, Latinas in San Antonio. She's balancing school, work, leadership roles, and even a new puppy, all while finding ways to grow her skills, connect with others, and contribute to the campus community. What I love about this conversation is that Ivanna's journey touches on so many areas that matter to students. Between finding your path, getting involved, leveraging campus resources, building connections, and making the most of your time at UTSA, Ivanna has advice for all of it. From her experiences in student organizations to her hands-on marketing work, she gives us a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to thrive in college. So Roadrunners, let's get ready to hear some of those honest insights, practical tips, and fun stories from Ivanna, who's truly living the campus experience. Let's dive into our interview. Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to the Connected Campus podcast. I'm so excited to feature my first guest. This is Ivanna Ortiz. Ivanna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a sophomore. I am from Mexico, and I work at Campus Services as a marketing and communications intern.
Are there any campus organizations you're involved in?
Yes, so I am in LATSA, which is Latinas in San Antonio. I am an officer, and I also do marketing for them as a photographer.
That's perfect. I love to hear that. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you got into marketing?
So I think it all started whenever I was younger. I always kind of liked to mess with the camera. My love for a photography grew, and so did my love for marketing and graphics and communications.
That's awesome. How did you get this marketing position at Campus Services?
So I had applied through Handshake, and I initially worked customer service at the front of the office, attending to customers, answering phone calls, and basically resolving all of their problems that they might have. After that, I got the chance to apply for marketing in the same department, so here at Campus Services.
If you didn't know, me and Ivanna are on the same team at Campus Services, and she's such a great asset, and we really love having her.
Whenever I had the opportunity, I kind of was I didn't know. I was on the fence about it, but then I ended up applying, and I really love it right now. I'm really happy.
Wow, I'm really glad to hear that. And I heard you mention something about Handshake. Can you share a little bit about what that is for students who might be watching?
So Handshake is a website that is used at UTSA. So through Handshake, you are able to apply to jobs that are on campus. So any on-campus job will be posted through Handshake, and then you just submit all of your paperwork and everything, and it'll tell you the job requirements, whether it's work study. So work study is where you're giving the money to your tuition, and then basically you get paid through that certain amount that you were given.
Great. And how do you think those work study on-campus jobs affect or help benefit these students?
So I definitely think that work study is a great asset to UTSA, especially because we do have a lot of students that are not able to have a car. They're able to walk to work and just go back home without having to leave campus. So basically they have everything here that they need.
Are there any skills you've learned in your marketing communications role that you wouldn't have learned had you not had this position?
So I learned a lot about Adobe Express. So I had certifications in Excel, Word, and Outlook, all of those, but I never really tried with Adobe. Here at Campus Services, I had to learn, but it's great. It's benefited me in through LATSA, I now am able to actually make the graphics instead of just doing photography. And then I also was able to learn about Lightroom Classic. I learned that through you, actually.
Love that.
And now any pictures I take at any of the LATSA events, I edit them before I make them into a graphic, so it just makes it look a little bit cleaner.
And has Adobe enhanced your portfolio and skill set?
It really has. I mean, I'm hoping that we could get like a certification or like a training in that. I'm really looking forward to that in the future. It would be great just so we could have like an official document, but for now it really has enhanced our portfolio.
Well, for my listeners, if you didn't know, UTSA is an Adobe Creative Campus, so we do have, as students, access to all those free resources, and we highly suggest that if you haven't checked them out, you do so. Play around, explore. They're super great resources that you won't have free access to forever, so definitely check those out. Ivanna, you keep mentioning LATSA. Can you tell me a little bit about your officer position and what drew you to this organization?
So I am originally from Mexico. I was born and raised there, and I actually heard about LATSA as a freshman. I joined. I really wasn't that involved, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I went to like 1 or 2 events, but I had the membership, and I guess I really never took advantage of it, and I never really took advantage of the benefits that LATSA has to offer until I became an officer. I made a lot of friends, and then once I actually started to get more involved, we offer volunteering opportunities. We have a partnership with Teletón, which is a non-profit organization that helps children with disabilities or special needs.
That's really great. I love to hear that.
So it's a rehabilitation center, so they offer like physical therapy for them, and we work very closely with them. We have our members volunteer for them, and it's a great partnership that I really didn't know could have been offered as a student here. Another thing is our academic opportunities. So we are offered the chance to meet various guest speakers. So last semester I had the privilege of speaking to Federica, which she is the CEO of Teletón. So in Mexico, Teletón is one of like the biggest organizations, if not the biggest organization that helps children. So it was great to have the chance to just speak with her for a few minutes, and I really enjoyed that opportunity.
Sounds like an awesome opportunity. I'm so glad you got to experience that, and hopefully we can hear more about your LATSA experiences later on. What is one accomplishment with LATSA that you're really proud of?
One accomplishment with LATSA that I'm really proud of is definitely knowing how to deal with difficult situations in a professional way, and that also helped me here at the office as well, because you're not always going to get along with it for everybody, let's say, but it's still, very important to know how to maintain those relationships and keep it professional.
For sure. How do you balance being an officer at LATSA, working in campus services, and keeping up with all your classes?
So my first semester, I really didn't do much other than work and just school. I loved it, but I did feel like I was missing something. Like I had time. I like to plan for myself. I like to put goals for myself, so I definitely thought like I need to do something with myself. Everyone thinks I was like crazy. Like, you're a freshman, your first semester, what are you doing? Enjoy it. Since I was in high school, I lived in a dorm. I lived away from home. I went to high school here in San Antonio, and then played 3 sports, and I was a student ambassador. And so I guess it's always kind of like been in me to stay busy. I love staying busy. And then this semester I actually got a dog, so that's one more thing on my plate. But I'm doing good, actually. I'm surviving. I don't know how to do it, honestly. I guess it's just also prioritizing my mental state as well, mental health.
That is very important.
Because if not, I don't think I would be able to do it if I wasn't like taking a break as well.
Are there certain things you do to help your mental state?
I love indoor cycling classes.
Okay, wow.
I've really enjoyed them, but I have been recently also liked taking a walk, mostly because I do like my dogs, but I love just taking a walk. Not listening to music, just like being in a calm silence. I think it's because my day is so busy with a lot of sounds and on my phone or on my computer and taking pictures, cameras, so I really just like taking a moment to breathe in complete silence with my dog.
I love that. I'm the exact same way.
In the summer, swimming was amazing.
Swimming! Yes, I'm such a, people call me a fish out of water. I swim so much.
I know.
Okay, what advice would you give other students wanting to get more involved on campus?
First of all, if you want to work, there's so many jobs out there. What I love about working at UTSA, especially at campus services, is it's a student job and it's so flexible because you are a student before being a worker. It's really flexible. And then also join an organization. There are organizations for absolutely everything and anything. And if there isn't one that you like, create your own.
I think that's really great advice, and coming from someone who's also working a student position, those jobs are real experiences that real employers will see, and they do count towards something. It's not some silly little
Yeah.
part-time job. It's a real thing, and you're really valued on campus as a student employee. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about your experience in general at UTSA. What do you think makes UTSA a unique campus?
So, personally, I have always been very fond of UTSA since I was little. I have pictures from when I was like 5 years old hugging Rowdy. My dad went to UTSA actually. He graduated with a business administration major and a minor in marketing. So, I think I'm kind of following in his footsteps in a way. He kind of always put that love in me for UTSA. Just a family thing. I mean, I love coming to UTSA. I love walking through the buildings and just getting the feeling that, my dad was here and my dad lived through this too. It's amazing.
So you would say UTSA fosters a sense of community,
Family.
culture, and family.
I would definitely agree with that.
That's great to hear. Have you noticed any challenges during your time at UTSA of students struggling to get involved or access campus resources?
I wish people knew a little bit more about parking and all the resources that UTSA has to offer, whether it's the rec. A lot of people don't know how amazing the rec is. The rec is,
really awesome.
Yeah, the rec is awesome. I think the wellness resources are amazing as well. We do have pretty good wellness resources. I just think we need to do a better job about as students about reaching out, and as workers putting it out there more.
We do have the Wellness Center here on campus, and that is a free resource for students who you pay your tuition. You get to go see a doctor if you're feeling sick or whatever. We do have free counseling here at UTSA as well. Students get a certain number of counseling visits every semester, and it's really something that's not taken advantage of enough. So we highly suggest you do that. Looking for student orgs, we suggest you go on Rowdy Link. Rowdy Link will have all the UTSA student orgs, how you can get in contact with them, upcoming events, their meetings, and so much good information that will really help you.
Also, a lot of the student organizations, as a tip, they have social media. I think almost every single organization has social media. They will have a group me. If not, they have a WhatsApp group. There's various forms of communication. Reach out to them on social media. Just never be scared to reach out. Someone will always answer. There's never a stupid question. We get a lot of questions. It's never a stupid question.
There's never a stupid question. I agree with that completely. Can you share a story about a time you made a difference for a fellow student, either through campus services, LATSA, or just a normal day-to-day experience?
I mean, there's been a lot of times, actually. So at the front, there's not a lot, the front desk team, there's not a lot of people that speak fluent Spanish. And here at UTSA, we have a lot of people that speak Spanish. We have a lot of parents that call. We have a lot of workers that don't speak English, I'm sorry. And had the pleasure of helping these people that come into the office. And, they feel worried because some people just don't understand them. I like giving them the sense of peace and being able to actually communicate with them.
That's really touching. I really am glad that you have this heart for service and helping people. It's really what this community needs, especially with all the bilingual students here, bilingual community, the culture of San Antonio, all of that. Talking a little bit more about you personally, how has being involved with campus services and LATSA shaped your personal and professional goals?
So I'm gonna be honest, I loved marketing, but I kind of didn't really see myself or envision myself working in a marketing field yet until I started working here. I started working here and I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is what makes me happy. If you love what you do, it's never gonna feel like you're actually working, and I totally believe that, and that's how I feel when I work here. I love it, and with LATSA, I enjoy it so much. I mean, I don't see it as a job. I see it as something that I do for fun. I feel like it's fun. I love it.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. I love resolving all the problems. I don't know. And it's really, people tell me, that's odd. How do you like fixing problems and, people are being rude? How do you like dealing with that? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's just in me. I would like to think of it as a gift, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really made me, realize what I want to do for like the future, what I like want to do with my life.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you had this realization so young in your life, honestly. You get to explore so many career paths and find what your interests are. Is there any advice you would give to an incoming freshman or new student, transfer student, international student about making the most of their time at UTSA?
I would definitely recommend joining an organization. Through an organization, you meet so many people. Like, for example, in LATSA, you meet people that are connected everywhere. You can ask a question about the most random thing, and somebody will have an experience with that. It's amazing.
And we can't express enough how important connections are, whether that's personal or professional. To know someone is probably one of the greatest gifts you could ever have or receive. Referrals are awesome. Friendships are even better.
Yes.
So, highly recommend that. Ivanna actually got this job through a referral from a previous coworker, referred her from her front desk customer service job and said, Ivanna's really good at marketing. I think you guys should interview her. And we didn't even interview her. We were just like, this girl's awesome. We need to hire her. So we hired her.
And so the world works through connection.
Yeah, it pays to know who you know, for sure.
I can't.
Well, to finish out our podcast, I want to thank you so much, Ivanna, for coming on here with me.
Thank you for having me.
It's been such a joy to learn about you, your experiences with campus services, LATSA, and all of your other student involvement. I really appreciate your time today and sharing it with all of us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, that conversation with Ivanna really highlights the importance of involvement, curiosity, and connections at UTSA. Listening to her, I kept thinking about how much students can gain by putting themselves out there, trying new experiences, and taking advantage of the resources on campus. One thing that really stood out was how Ivanna balances work, school, and leadership roles without losing sight of her well-being. She's involved in multiple organizations, works a student job, and even makes time for her mental health with things like indoor cycling or quiet walks with her dog. It's a reminder that college isn't just about what you do, it's also about how you take care of yourself while doing it, which is what so many students struggle with. Another big takeaway is how connections can open doors. Ivanna talks about how referrals helped her land her current role and how student organizations can help build a network that's both personal and professional. It's proof that relationships on campus are not just nice to have, but they're essential for growth and opportunity. Her story also emphasizes the practical value of jobs and organizations. The skills she's learning from Adobe Creative Suite to leadership and communication are helping her build her professional portfolio while giving her experiences she truly enjoys. And beyond skills, she's helping others feel welcomed and supported in the UTSA community, especially students and families who might face language barriers. That kind of service is what makes the UTSA community feel so special. Finally, Ivanna reminds us that campus life is what you make of it. Whether it's joining a student organization, exploring work opportunities, or just taking a quiet moment for yourself, the choices we make shape our experience. And sometimes it's also about the little joys, like taking a walk with your dog, or just being part of a community that feels like family. So, Roadrunners, if there's one thing you take away from this episode, it's this. Get involved, build your network, explore your interests, and don't forget to take care of yourself along the way. UTSA has so many incredible resources, opportunities, people, and stories like Ivanna's to show you just how much you can grow when you can tap into everything provided to you. Thanks for tuning in today, and a huge thank you to my guest Ivanna for sharing her experiences. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay connected, and I'll see you next time on the Connected Campus podcast.
Run.